Newark has unveiled a statue to George Floyd. Let me tell you why this is a stupid idea. Welcome to Escaping the Echo Chamber. So I just heard that Newark, New Jersey has decided that they have made a 700-pound statue to George Floyd. And why? See, this is what people are talking about when they're talking about symbolism over substance. This is what people who actually care about the substance are talking about. However, this seems to be orchestrated. Like right now, I'm convinced that these Democratic and Republican elites sit in the back rooms and figure out stupid stuff to do to keep the rest of us, engaged in this WWE nonsense, because this is stupid as hell. It makes no sense. The only way it makes sense is if you're trying to intentionally rile up conservatives and get them to attack. Because like right now, listen, it's only a matter of time, like T-minus 2 hours in counting, before Candace Owens is doing her media tour about this. Because remember, this is exactly the kind of stuff that she, oh, why are you, in fact, her and Tatum, oh, why are you worshiping George Floyd? And people's like, nobody's worshiping him. And then they go ahead and do this. Like, come on. Are y'all working together? Like, clearly, because this is some ridiculous. Nobody asked for this. Nobody asked for this. I'm willing to bet not even George Floyd's family asked for this. They asked for Chauvin and the other cops to be held accountable. That's what his family asked for. I'm willing to bet his family's like, the statue? Like, are y'all for real? Like, what's the, like, let's just get these convictions. But this is what they're doing instead of actually changing stuff. So instead of actually ending qualified immunity, let's make a statue. Instead of actually getting rid of some stupid laws that increase interactions between police and citizens, let's make a statue. Instead of actually doing things to rein in the power of prosecutors, let's just make a statue. This is beyond symbolism over substance. This seems designed to stoke the culture war. This seems designed to just let's throw a match. Let's distract people with some nonsense so that they'll be at each other again. So we can give Tucker Carlson something to rant about today and talk about how, because here's what's going to happen. Your Tucker Carlsons, your Candace Owens, your Brandon Tatums, they're going to be talking about this and just like, oh, this is absurd. This is what the left is. They worship criminality. And despite the fact that George Floyd had done his time for his crimes, this is what their message is going to be. I'm glad that, I saw Amazing Lucas do this first. And what he's talking about is, where's qualified immunity? Like, why? Like, that's what you should be doing. And he's right. Like, that's what a sensible person is like. Listen, we've got issues with police brutality, police using excessive force, police not being accountable for violating the law. And your solution is, no, let's not actually address the issue. Let's give you some empty symbolism. So, but that is going to be the fodder for the Tucker Carlsons, for the Sean Hannitys, to pretend that there's not an actual problem that needs to be addressed, and then just focus on this culture war nonsense. That, like, they gotta be working together. Who's writing these scripts? Is Vince McMahon writing these scripts? Because this is stupid as hell. This makes no sense. I mean, if you just take a look at like New York, where you had a mayor who was talking about, oh, Eric Garner, and this is horrible, making photo ops with his family, and meanwhile that same mayor, instead of repealing the law, the cigarettes, the sin taxes on cigarettes, because that's why Eric Garner was murdered, because he was selling loose cigarettes and the government wasn't getting their cut. That's what they were pissed about. Guess what de Blasio does? He raises the sin taxes. Not even simple. Like in that case, he's just saying, screw y'all. We don't really care about y'all. We know these stupid laws actually got people killed. We're gonna double down. And then, the war on drugs, marijuana. Like, for de Blasio would talk about how marijuana is being policed differently. We've got to end these disparities. He gets reelected in 2017, and guess what happens? Marijuana arrests of black and brown people are like 90% of the arrests. If not more, it's over 90% of the arrests, black and brown people. Wow. Great job, Mayor. And then the only reason why marijuana actually gets legalized is because Cuomo's scumbag behind gets caught in multiple scandals. You know, from sexual harassment to allegations of sexual assault to cover-ups and potential obstruction of justice. Now all of a sudden, marijuana gets legalized. Now all of a sudden, wow, how come you didn't do this in the years before when people kept pushing you for it? Every time you would get to the end of the budget and, oh, we're not going to do it this year. Sorry. But now the heat was on, now all of a sudden marijuana got legalized. You see, you got to realize these politicians are the problem. These politicians are the problem. And right now they're going, because it's coming. And I'm going to post this video like, I'm posting this video in minutes. Like I'm filming this at like 8:30. I'm posting this by 9:30. This video is edited and up because this is ridiculous. I know it's coming. You're going, the right-wing reaction is coming to this, and it's because it's stupid as hell. It's stupid as hell. But nobody's asking for this. Nobody asks for this. The people that are actually concerned about police brutality want actual things, actual changes made to the government, actual changes made to the law, actual changes made to police procedure. But this is some stupid nonsense. This is a distraction. This is actually like a match being tossed on the fire just to get some nonsense started, some drama created, so people can be bickering back and forth and not focused on the stupid stuff that politicians are doing and the stuff that they're not doing to actually fix a bunch of the problems that exist because they created them. People, like, hey, I can't even say, when Candace Owens does a video later on, when Candace Owens is on Twitter in the next couple of hours ranting about the George Floyd statue, like what? I can't. That's stupid. It's stupid. Like the statue. Like what? This makes no sense. Nobody asked for this. Nobody asked for this. Stop it. Stop it. Yeah, you know Tucker's going to be doing it tonight. You know, listen. Of course Tucker's going to be doing it tonight. It's obvious. This is ridiculous. This is absurd. But I mean, like, I'm paying attention, and I hope those of you that are watching this video are paying attention, because we need to not be distracted and say, listen, I'm not saying call this out. Call this out for the distraction it is. Like, no, stop. We didn't ask for this. Do your jobs. Stop with the stupid symbolism and do your jobs, or we're coming for your jobs. That's the message. Like we should build a statue to like firing, that's a symbol of firing stupid politicians, and let them know, okay, do you recognize that symbolism? Do you recognize that? Because that's what's coming. We're coming for your jobs. It's because it's time. These idiots need to go. The lot of them. But like just across the board. We just need to make a list of these stupid politicians that refuse to actually do their jobs and actually make real changes, and then just start boom, knocking them down. But that's where we got to pay attention to this public funding thing that they're trying to get through. See? And I'm going to be doing a video later soon about this, about public funding. It's not a solution. It's not a solution for us. It's a solution for them to be accountable to nobody. But anyway, thanks for watching this video. As always, thumbs up, subscribe. If you like my content, subscribe to the channel. I will talk about issues and actual solutions, not just empty symbolism. Yeah, I'm not a fan of the culture war. And much of the culture war is just a distraction to keep us busy from not paying attention to what's actually going on. If you disagree with me and you think, no, the culture war is the most important thing, we need to be focused on what other people are thinking. That's what matters to me. Go ahead and give me a thumbs down, but don't just give me a thumbs down and run away. Give me a thumbs down and write why in the comment section below. I'll see you next time.